Long before we came to the overworld, there were thriving communities. Nations capable of creating wondrous architecture, great buildings that have stood the test of time. It may seem impossible that ancient civilizations could have survived under the waves. But yet, we see evidence left behind that paints a perilous past. Mighty ocean monuments have survived the test of time, relatively undisturbed. Monuments hide their treasures from explorers and pirates, whilst outlasting the collapse of civilization itself. Ocean monuments are loyally defended by a large single-eyed pufferfish called a guardian. Guardians rarely leave their territory, steadfastly defending the monument. With their perfectly adapted eye, Guardians detect encroaching threats and quickly respond, draining heat from the water around them and focusing the energy into a tight beam, superheating the water with devastating consequences. A select few Guardians live to be over a century old, growing to a tremendous size where they become the ruler of their domain. Elder Guardians emit an ultrasonic scream, which can travel up to 300 meters in the water, disrupting neuromuscular connections, causing muscle excitation contractions. This condition, known as mining fatigue, prevents adventurers from removing blocks, further protecting the ocean monument. From time to time, adventurers try to explore ocean monuments, hoping to reveal their secrets. Often underprepared, the adventurers have an uphill battle in front of them. This time, the Guardian's presence was enough to distract the intrepid adventurers who, in a panic, ran out of air. However, they are back again, and this time with armor. Learning from their mistakes, the adventurers have discovered that they can make a bubble of air by placing a door. Once they have caught their breath and recovered their gear, they can push further into the monument. Lack of communication has caused the adventurers to split up, one trying to head back for air, while the other tries to fight an Elder Guardian alone. The adventurers learn that Guardians are covered in defensive spikes that are capable of piercing armor. The adventurers manage to take down an Elder Guardian, but they are soon swarmed by a pack. The adventurers decide to call it a day and head home. The ocean monument is safe once again. Welcome to another episode of Sovereigns SMP, where a group of friends trade resources, overcome challenges, and create some awesome Minecraft builds. As you can see here around me, I have upgraded Stonefish Station by adding in some crops to the village. But I think it's now time to move on and up to better things and head out into the water and start on the industrial section of the underwater base. A number of you have sent through suggestions on base names. A few of these have been selected for a future build, so make sure you stay tuned to future episodes to see if your suggestion made the cut. I plan on focusing on building a number of farms in this episode, so that I can generate the resources that are needed for my first really big build, which will be a university town to house everyone needed to explore and learn about where we are in the world. If anyone has any ideas for university-themed names, anything from the name of a residential dorm to a faculty or a department name, or even the name of an entire university, then please feel free to leave comments on this video. It may just make it into that episode. Before I can start on building on the industrial area though, I'm going to have to attempt to raid an ocean monument so that I can obtain the prismarine required to construct a conduit. For those of you that are new to Minecraft, a conduit is an ancient device of immense power that oxygenates the water so that the player can breathe underwater in a large area surrounding the conduit. This is going to be essential to the success of all underwater builds that I'll be making this season, so hopefully that goes well. As you've seen in the opening of this video, I've been doing some research on an ocean monument, as well as the guardians that defend them. I have planned a tactic which should be achievable by any character very early in the game. It relies on creating a number of safe stations at various junctions in the monument, and slowly and methodically working through the monument. The safe station requires a door, and 4 blocks placed at head height so that guardians will lose line of sight and cancel their attacks. From there, I will then use a bow and arrow, which I've purchased from a Fletcher from this village behind me here. And at short range, I'll shoot the Elder Guardians so that I don't get their Thorns attack, which I would normally get if I was attacking with a sword. If it all goes well, I should be able to clear the ocean monument and then get started on the build. So stay tuned and let's see how I go. Okay, wish me luck. Let's see if I die.
I believe in you.
I don't. And I've done myself a mischief. And I've escaped. I have been invited to visit Ko's base because they've made an unusual discovery. They have discovered an end portal. It's a place where we can all travel through to go out to the end dimension. And because of this, we've decided to hold the server's first event with all of us together. And that's going to be us heading out there to hopefully defeat the Ender Dragon and then get access to the End Cities. And most importantly, access to Elytra.
Alright, guys. You ready? Alright, who's bridging?
I will bridge.
Oh!
Because I have a red light.
There she is! Oh no!
Fun. Okay, so I'm going to fight him with no gear now.
There we go! Colin! When you come in late and you...
So I've been looking for somewhere to build my underwater base, and I came across this weird looking structure on the bottom here, and I thought it was just a strange terrain generation, but when I got closer I looked at it on the minimap there, and as you can see it looks like there's like a person or something on the bottom, or a statue of a person. Came here and placed a conduit down, so I can have a closer look at it. It's quite a large structure. And the whole thing lights up at night time, which is kind of a bit cool, really. Looks like this is like a trident or something that's collapsed into the water. But yeah, interesting. But either way, I'm gonna build a base next to this and see where we end up. I do wonder where this all came from originally. before I can start constructing this next base, I have to trade the final few resources that I need from my close neighbour, Oneille. Now, Oneille lives in a savanna biome and has access to these acacia trees, which you can see here. And acacia trees are kind of special because they have this really nice orange coloured wood, which will look perfect in this next build. Now, Oneille also has let me know that they have a name tag at the moment, which is something that we need for the iron farm, which we'll be building shortly. Let's see if we can find Oneille and have a look at their base before heading back to start constructing. Yeah, enjoy diamonds.
I will. I'm gonna use it to make another shovel. Because I lost mine in the lava. Thanks to Ronnie.
Good old Ronnie. I think I stole the sapling, sorry.
Oh yeah, take them. I got more than I know what to do with.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I literally need to make like 5 trapdoors for the next build. And it's hard to get wood for me, so
Yeah, so it would be living, underwater.
yeah, well, I've got all the other woods near my biome, just desert ones are... Actually, I lie. There's one right next to my base I just ignored. Just got to walk and got this.
That's fine.
Anyway.
We can interact and have fun.
Yeah, what are you building?
So, you can't see, but I have my light manica up with, my meeting hall, and it's going to be basically on this mound that I'm building into the side, into the shoreline of the lake here. Yeah, I've just built my house. Not really. I'll have to see, but the plane is done. I'm actually gonna end up moving it.
What's the aesthetic you're going for?
Based on indigenous South African architecture.
Ah, so does the house have like a tribal name? It's probably the wrong thing.
No, it's just my house. Or is like is there like a name for it in indigenous culture? There might be. I haven't looked into what it is. A lot of my influences for things like the meeting hall I'm going to build are based on, sort of a Minecraft adaptation of Debele architecture, and this is similar to that. This is a I think I might be wrong. Based on the Xhosa people, it's Xhosa, and just like the very simple huts that they live in.
Well, I like your lands.
Thank you.
I guess I'll have to bid you adieu.
To finishing it up.
Yeah.
Until next time. Thank
A
you
nice
for
outfit.
coming by and saying hi.
Yes, it's always good to visit.
I love this skin. I love it so much.
It's nice knowing
Thank
you.
you. Au revoir. Thank you for visiting Balayage.
Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Ciao, ciao. That is just about all we have time for this episode. I hope you liked the tour of Industrial Base Hypothalassa. This base name was suggested by Gareth and is an esoteric version of underwater in ancient Greek. Thank you for everyone that suggested a name. Some of your names will be appearing in future episodes, so stay tuned. My next very big build will be a university town. If you would like to suggest a university-themed name, please leave a comment. In the next video, I will be taking a closer look at the inner workings of the farms built in this episode, and will explain how they work. I will also be building some larger scale technical farms, so get ready for a redstone episode. Before I leave, I want to share some artwork that has been created of Sovereigns SMP. Kobold Curious does some amazing art and specializes in drawing character commissions like these Minecraft characters. But they also draw D&D characters, fantasy fan art, and much more. Have a look at their page. I've shared their link in the description. If you like watching this style of content, please remember to like and subscribe, and leave a comment of any suggestions for future base names. See you next time.